Hello everyone, I'm Bruffy1322 and this video sends an update to the fastest muscle cars video where I show the best fully upgraded muscle cars in terms of lap time. For all the information you need about this series, check the original muscle cars video, but otherwise let's see where the new Deviant falls into that list. And it's not too bad, but it's nothing special either. Obviously the muscle cars class is very big right now, but 19th place overall isn't really all that great for the Deviant. It's a few hundredths of a second quicker than what we saw from the Hermes. The Hermes got a 1 minute 10.771. The Deviant comes in with a 1 minute 10.738. 19th place overall, it is in that sort of that range of 1 minute 9, 1 minute 10, 1 minute 11 of the old style muscle cars, and there's actually quite a lot of cars around that area that are all around the same sort of pace and are competitive with each other. But obviously in comparison to the new breed of muscle cars, the ones that are at the very top of the order, like the Piswasa Dominator, the Yosemite, the Sabre Turbo, things like that we're going to see obviously a comparison between this and the Yosemite towards the end of the video, it's just obviously not being able to compete with them. In terms of the way that it drives, it's not too bad. It does have, like all the other cars from this DLC, apart from the Schlagen GT, the advanced handling flags, which it doesn't make it a pleasant experience to drive, but it's not quick enough for it to be holding it back too much. But you know, it's an okay car. It just doesn't really have anything going for it, and obviously we will see the top speed from it later today, but that's not really too great either. So a 1 minute 10, it's kind of, it's okay, but you know, even the old style of muscle cars like the Blade and the Dukes and things like that, those are all around the 1 minute 9 range, so it's not quite on the level, but you know, it is competitive at least with a lot of vehicles around this area. There's a lot of muscle cars that are around this 1 minute 9, 1 minute 10, 1 minute 11 area that you could have a good race with if you say take out the top vehicles, and you know, if you have some organized races, the Deviant fits into that sort of B class of muscle cars quite nicely, whether you want to use it or not, because you know, in comparison to some of the old style of muscle cars, it is a lot more expensive and probably not as much of a nice driving experience. But ultimately that's the lap time that it gets. It's okay, but nothing special. Just to point out that it also does have a similar driving style as, I think it was the Clique that had this as well, where if you go over a bump with one side of the car, it will turn towards that side. So that's something that you need to be aware of as well. Obviously it doesn't react very well over the bumps because of the advanced flags, and it can cause instability, not as much as the Italy GTO, but also keep in mind that, you know, if you're going over a bump with your right wheels, it will pull the car to the right, and the same is true for the left as well. So again, and just a little quirk that you really need to keep in mind. But as you can see from the comparison here, obviously we take out the top 3 muscle cars because those are from the Arena War DLC. The Yosemite is the quickest that you can use in races, and yeah, as you saw, it really doesn't compete with the top vehicles in the muscle cars class. So that's pretty much it for this video. Remember to read the description for more info, comment with your thoughts, like the video if you enjoyed or found it helpful, subscribe for more, and consider supporting on Patreon or becoming a member on YouTube. Thank you all so much for watching, I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.